and 1 draw. USA South, however, on the other hand, they are the clear favorites in the tournament so far based on yesterday's competition. Just dominant in the forward pack and plenty of skill out in the backs. My name is Brian Kelly alongside former Trinidad and Tobago national team star Kelson Figaro. Kelson, you've got the defending champs going up against the probables in the USA South. What are your thoughts on this one, and how can Mexico get their campaign back on track?
Well, Brian, good day, everyone. For Mexico to be successful out here today, they need to stop the unstoppable, which is Gozi Mosey, the number 16 for the USA, scoring 4 tries yesterday, as well as the big number 8, Louis Cruzado from Okapi Wanderers. They were unstoppable yesterday, and they will need to stop those attacking threats if they want to be successful out here today.
Absolutely. The USA, just tons of threats across the board. They can beat you up front with the size, but they've also had some speed and some physicality out wide as well. Mexico, as I mentioned before, not getting their campaign off. We'll see what Pablo Praga, Geronimo Pani, and Rodrigo Gutierrez can get up to here for the defending champions. That man right there in your shot, Emilio Sanchez, the captain of this side. Referee for today's game is Staggy from Guyana.
No, the captain.
And again, Brian, Richard Stagland, also former Guyana 7-star, represented them Commonwealth Games and numerous Caribbean Championship victories under their belt.
Captain Blue. All right.
And we are underway here. This is day 2 of the 2022 RAN Senior Women's 12s Men's Under-19 Championship. This is Mexico taking on USA South. Inside the 22 now, well gathered there by the Americans. Varster, he's been such a controlled leader at the fly half position for the USA South. Now he's a little dummy in a show and go, gets it through a half gap. Huge clean out there by Mosey. He's just a dominant man all around the park, offense and defense. Up into the contact there. Jackson Patterson split his time between winger and scrum half, giving Austin Cade a break. Pardon me, Cade Austin. Up into contact now. Here's USA going through the hands. On the far side, spilled forward out of the hands of Gayani Mosey, the brother of Gozi. Ball beautiful out the back door pass from Mexico, but not going to hands.
No advantage coming.
And again, those backdoor passes look excellent when they do come off, but when they don't, the coaches just threw their clipboard in the air in disgust when it happened.
Great shot there of Mexico head coach Ruben Duque. He's such an inspirational leader. He's a speaker in his regular job as well as coaching all of Mexico's teams, and he's a fantastic coach and a great leader of all these young men. And we've seen a lot of success with Mexico's national teams in recent years, climbing the World Rugby rankings in men's 15s by about 15-20 positions over a couple-year period since he's been at the helm, which is great to see. Mexico now, out through the hands. A couple of bodies here on this side, getting out to the winger now. Stopping, cutting back, good shimmy and shake there from Carvajal. But it's been stolen by USA South, but stolen right back in the hands there of Praga. Once again, ping-ponging the ball back and forth. Now it's in the hands of USA. Varster just slows things down, wanting to send this into touch.
And again, the penalty given away there, lack of support, so you had to hold it to stop the play from going quickly. And sometimes you just need to hold your feet just until support arrives.
Great shot there of the outside center, Jason Trevino. He's been a hard man to bring down every time he gets the ball in hand, gaining plenty of yards on the attack for the Panthers. Distinct size advantage in this American forward pack, so just some big bodies. Not going to hand, or pardon me, not straight is the call there. That was the first toss from replacement hooker Nick Devati. Charlie Taylor was throwing in most of the time yesterday. So we'll have a scrum down here for Mexico. Mexico, of course, defeated USA South in 2019 in Barbados at the Bellevue Plantation Polo Club. That was one of the most exciting games I've seen in Caribbean rugby since I started in 2019, with Mexico just using clinical rugby, phase after phase attack, calm, composed, against USA that were just emotional, high-flying, and just playing with more passion on their sleeve than you ever thought imaginable. Mexico were victorious in that one, and it was a great game. We'll see. This is the rematch of that contest. Not for as much at stake as the last game, but nevertheless, I think some of these guys know that the rivalry is there.
And again, Mexico making amends for yesterday, super aggressive compared to yesterday, trying to get themselves into the championship round tomorrow on Sunday.
Smashing forward in the contact there, just inside the 22. Spun out by Kevin Torres, kick downfield, staying in touch though. Patterson does well to gather that ball and spin it to the fullback, Richards. Good step there from Richards, gets past one, gets past another. He's still going over the 22 now. These two teams, of course, wearing jerseys that are kind of similar. You've got both dark with white. So Kelson, as a former national team player for Trinidad and Tobago, you've got blue and white against a dark, almost looks like dark gray, and with a bit of green and white. Is that going to be a bit of an issue with conflicting?
Well, again, with your teammates, you know each other's faces and know each other's calls, so it's very, very unlikely that you're going to mix each other up when playing, unless you throw a no-look pass in the path with someone. Not really a hindrance at times once your team has a lot of cohesion.
Coach. 5. Set.
Here's Torres, the scrum half, wearing the 13 jersey for Mexico.
Steady.
Massive shove there by the Americans, but the penalty goes to Mexico. Torres going himself, going into contact, gaining an extra couple meters.
Let it come.
And again, support's coming slowly there for Mexico there. Almost turned the ball over there, luckily.
16 side entry, that's against Gozi Mosi. Keep your eye on number 4 for USA. He's got the red beard. That is Chris Jensvold. He was a wrecking ball yesterday. Lovely kick downfield there by Mexico. I'm not sure who kicked that. Was that number 11? That was brilliant, gaining about 30 meters. Just pinpoint accuracy. This is a great attacking opportunity here for Mexico inside the 22. Their own line, or their line out. Still zeros on the boards. This would be a big statement by Mexico if they could cross the line first.
And Cabral has shown his merit and worth on the team there. Very speedy, elusive runner, and he shows as well he has the ability to use the boots, which is an excellent skill to have.
Here's Miguel Tenorio. Going to the middle jumper, that's taken well.
That's great.
But unfortunately, not straight is the call. So a missed opportunity there for the Mexicans.
And again, the tactics there, jumping at number 6, a bit difficult, as USA was able to put 2 jumpers in between the park, make it very difficult for you to receive that throw-in.
Coach. 5. Stand. Just stand a bit closer.
And Brian, if you were Mexico, what would be your tactic against the bulkier USA South team?
Well, I think it's all about, the level of competing, right? You might not have the size advantage against them, but you can have good, strong technique. You can rise to the challenge, and you can meet them. In under-19s rugby, there's only a 1 meter push, so it's not like they're going to shove you 10 meters back. Hold the push, make sure your flankers and your back row are ready to go.
Number 1, straight up.
So that's a penalty against Sebastian Leighton from Mexico. Number 1, driving in is the call from the referee. So it's all about being technically strong and rising to the challenge against this USA South side. And you know that they're going to be well coached with Ruben Duque as their coach, as this one sails into touch.
And again, Cabral, they're trying to be bit tricky there trying to tap it back in. But Mexico really changed their attitude from yesterday, and you can see it in the gameplay. It's more aggressive, a lot more organized than they did the day before.
Numbers 5.
Here's Nick Devotti.
Play.
Right straight into the hands of the Mexican player. Spun out wide there by Miguel Tornio. Here's Pablo Praga. Spun out. Hint of a forward pass there. And yes, it is. So just uncharacteristic issues there from Mexico. Not straight in the line out, forward passing. And Kelson, this is just a product of not playing rugby the last few years due to COVID-19.
Well, Mexico just finished their domestic season, and so they should be sharp with all the passing that's happening. But again, it could be the combination, the heat and nerves of the competition that probably get into some of these young athletes out here today.
Coach. 5. Set. Steady. He's coming in. Play. That's fine.
Here's Cade Austin at the back. Here's Varster. A little show and go himself, gets through a half gap, links up with his outside center Trevino. He's got a good burst of speed here over the 22, but he's wrapped up into touch brilliantly there by the fullback, David Lopez. Well, that's a penalty against Trevino, basically unnecessarily shoving the Mexican player who's thinking about throwing it in quickly and basically not retreating back 10 meters. That's a great call there by Richard Staglin, the referee here from Guyana.
And again, Mexico is showing a lot of urgency here. They just need to get their pieces together. It's still anyone's match. It's still 0-0 at the moment, about 10 minutes into this first half.
Louis Cruzado there, the number 8 for USA South, a massive tackle, just driving a player about 3 meters back. Not releasing is the call against USA. Mexico electing to go quick. Here's the captain. He's got space on the outside, brought down by his jersey. No, he's still going. Ball over the top. Is it still in touch? Yes, it is. Emilio Sanchez.
You must release him. You can't wait.
So that's a second penalty straight away. USA not releasing.
And again, great leadership by the captain Sanchez. They look up, saw the opportunity, take the quick tap, and he was away, gaining easily 30-40 yards up the pitch.
So not much confidence in their line out. Here's Sanchez. Gets past one tackle, but he's brought down. Interesting to note that Mexico not kicking to touch and gaining territory. They're electing to quick tap or set the mark and then tap.
And again, Mexico will need to get that ball into Carvajal's hands, as he is the game changer at the moment.
Well, that's sensational work by Mexico. It looked like they were going to be held up, but he just uses strength to rip the ball and get to ground, which is important because if you don't get to ground, you turn the ball over because it essentially becomes a maul. Here's Sanchez spinning it out. Hand fence into the hands here now on this near side. Gathered well there by Falcon. Good triple tackle there by the Americans. Here's Torres. Ball spilled out of the hands there from Aguirre.
And again, great patient work on this time by the USA South team, just absorbing the pressure for waves and waves of attacks and finally getting away with a turnover.
No, it's not by block. You're strong.
He's good, he got the wind knocked out of him.
Here's another shot there. Good tackle there from one of the USA South players.
Hold on. Time off. Okay.
So great rivalry between these two sides as the time goes off for a moment.
Are you alright? Time off on. Let's go.
Empujamos, 1 2 pasos y aguantamos. 1 2 pasos y aguantamos. Y aquí nos la llevamos.
And again, for USA South to may need to get the ball into Trevino's hands, a bit bigger than the opposite backs. And again, Trevino really loves the Quade Cooper style of playing rugby, so you're going to see it out here with him today.
Good shove there by Mexico, and a great pressure off the back of the scrum by Torres. High looping pass into the hands of Richards. He's got a man on the outside. Does he use him? No, he cuts back inside. Huge tackle by Mexico, and the ball's been spilled forward. Another big tackle there by Mosi.
Out, let it come, let it come, let it come. That's fine. Come back here for the scrum. That was good. You won the breakdown. That's good.
One thing you'll notice about this tournament is all of the match officials here are educating these players, and it's fantastic. We have comms, we have the microphone from the match official. You can hear everything that they're saying and saying, yep, good job, or leave it, or don't come in from the side, or a lot of those great feedback that they're giving these teams, which is exactly what we need, because a lot of these athletes, I think almost this entire under-19 group that's playing here today, they're playing in their first international competition, and it's all about development.
Well, again, that's right. They're going to get the good habits right here in this tournament to go back home to their various leagues and really go and implement what they've learned over these couple of 4 days.
Coach. Bye. Set. Steady. Steady.
Just been told by Karen Lozada, experienced Canadian referee, that it's actually a 1.5 meter push at the scrums. Great tackle at the back there. Fearless from Mexico. Here's Varster on the outside, but just not able to get hands on it. Spilling that ball was the inside center, Gibbs Kell, pardon me. There's a good shot of Varster, the fly half for USA. Near perfect off the boot. And just a great general marching his troops around the pitch. I'm not going to lie, Kelson, I wasn't expecting this one to be 0-0 nearing the 15-minute mark of this first half.
Well, again, fresh day, fresh stats, and fresh attitude from all the teams here. As you can see, all teams today seemingly improving on what was happening on the day before.
Bye. Set. Steady, boys. Steady. Steady.
Going down this near side, gathering that ball in his back was the Pablo Praga, the fly half. Good step there from Sanchez on the outside now. Cutting back, playing advantage here for Mexico.
That's fine.
And I think right now, the frustration of a 0-0 score is getting some of the players. There's a late hit coming in there now. Guys really trying to do what they can to turn the ball over, and sometimes it's illegally.
Go back! Captain! Go back! Half a word to the guys to the late tackling and going past the horizontal as well, okay?
Referee Staglin having a few words with Cade Austin, essentially saying, I've seen a couple of late tackles. It's something I've got my eye on. Next time it will for sure be a penalty, if not a card. Mexico, this is an interesting option. More than 40 meters out from the 15 hash mark, electing to go for points. Not really much wind today compared to what it was yesterday, but it is coming from sort of across the field against this kick, essentially. So, not sure who's taking this. It is the captain, Sanchez. He's going to need a monster boot off of this one.
Well, again, Brian, it's a great option tactically, because there's no points on the board. If the kick misses, they kick it right back at them, so they get another bite to the cherry. So it'll be a great opportunity to try to get some points on the board and take the psychological lead in this game.
Well, that one not struck the way he would have wanted it. So here's USA South deep inside their half. Gathering that ball up there is Patterson. Here's Varster. As you said, Kelson, not a bad option, because now Mexico has USA pinned in deep inside their half. That ball going to ground. And it is knocked on. So Kelson, you were right. Go for it. You might not have the distance, but you're at least going to pin the Americans deep inside their half. One turnover, and now it's Mexican ball.
And again, now we can see Mexico trying, I would assume they try to use the short side of the pick and go of the scrum to get a 2-on-1 advantage. It will be the simplest play to get themselves on the score.
Coach! Steady.
We'll see what Mexico can do here. Into the hands now of Sanchez. Got the advantage. Gets past one. Gets past another. This is the captain of Mexico. 2 meters shy now. On the outside. Bobbling that ball and it's spilled, but they had the advantage.
Again, now will be a perfect opportunity to kick those 3 points even further once USA South settles.
Number 6. Yeah.
Here's another shot there of the captain. Just so powerful in his run is Sanchez. And Mexico have gone forward. They've done it! Mexico, the captain, Emilio Sanchez.
And Sanchez has been a handful there this morning. They're bobbing and weaving to the team all day, and he got his just desserts at the end.
Well, look at the black eye he's sporting over his right eye. Here's Sanchez, just one man to beat, and he smashes through 2 big bodies and gets it down. That is sensational from the Mexican captain. He took on 2 forwards, Mosi and Silkwood, men much bigger than him, and spun out of it and got that ball down. First 5 points to Mexico.
And again, total turnaround from yesterday. Disappointing first day for Mexico, and they really turned the tables around in this encounter, scoring a points on the favored team in this tournament so far. And again, for all of you just watching this here on SportsMax, everyone in Jamaica right now, you can make your way down to UE Mona Bowl. Admission is free, and come and have a good day of rugby action.
Well, he's added the extra 2. Look at that right eye. That just says everything you need to know about the man. Scoring tries, kicking conversions, and doing the hard yards as well. That's Emilio Sanchez. So we get another shot there. Is that one just clean strike right inside that left post, right post for him. We've still got time left here in the first half. We'll see what USA can come back with. This is definitely the first time in the competition USA has had or been coming from behind. They've mostly been in the lead the entire time that they've been in this competition. Mexico not having a great day yesterday, finishing with 1 loss and a draw. They're looking fantastic, Kelson. This is almost a tale of 2 different Mexican teams.
And again, Mexico really taking a good advantage going into the break. 7 points to 0. Just not much time left in this game here. And again, it's a speedy Carvajal there trying to be cheeky, and this could rule something bad for the USA.
Saul Carvajal with a kick there, but it's blocked and gathered by the Americans. So this is a great attacking platform. Huge smash forward there by Mosi. Austin, Varster. Through the hands, gathered well there by Trevino. He's got a good burst of speed, brought down well there by the flanker, Gutierrez.
First knock by Blue.
And there's halftime. So Mexico getting out of harm's way. Well, that's a brilliant first 20 minutes there from the defending champions of this RAN tournament. They've stopped that man, Gozi Mosi, right there. Had 4 tries in less than 40 minutes yesterday. Held off the score sheet here today so far against that Mexico side. Just throwing everything they have at the Americans on defense. And the one passionate try there from the captain, Emilio Sanchez. We're going to take a quick break. Mexico leading USA South at halftime. Stay tuned for the second half and sideline interviews. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mexico leading USA South 7-0. And Kelson, just listening to those two sideline interviews, there's a clear divide between the two sides. USA saying, look, we made a lot of mistakes. We are not at our best. And Mexico, on the other hand, as you can see from these highlights, they're saying we are passionate, we are fired up, and we are ready to go. Let's take a look at this first half. Mexico, as we said, not had a great day one competition, but now they're high flying and they're just playing with tons of emotion. Good burst of speed there from Richards, getting past one, swatting another, getting over the 22-meter line. But miscommunication here, Mexico pinning USA deep inside their half, and a knock-on, giving the ball back to Mexico. And here's the captain, Sanchez, swatting off one, hand-fending another, getting just 2 meters shy on the advantage. And on the ensuing play here, after it gets called down by the referees, Sanchez takes on two big boys, smashes his way forward. That is sensational by Sanchez. He was going up against Anakalia and Mosi, two men who have about 40 pounds on him, and he spins out of it and scores. That's the sensational leader there from Mexico. And Kelson, we're in for an exciting 20 minutes, aren't we?
Well, you're right, Brian, because as I said, the Mexicans have the fire and they're playing against their rivals, so they know that they don't want to lose at any cost. And so USA South have a lot to do to climb their way back into this match. And Kelson Figueroa here with some Brian Silkwood here from the USA South team. Brian, things are not going your way so far.
We have made a lot of mistakes. We got to get back to basics. Got to clean up the lineouts. Got to clean out the ruck. Just a lot of mistakes. Bad passing, bad mental. Overall, team came out flat. We're expecting a better outcome in the second half.
Brian, USA South seems to be one of the favorites going to this tournament. Is there any pressure under you to win that trophy?
I think the team just needs to play, do what they're used to being able to do, and play the basics, get back to basics, and I hope this team will come out and have a better show in the second half.
I'm with Falco here from Mexico team here. What's the difference in today compared to yesterday?
I mean, I think the biggest difference is that we're like really proud today, especially our biggest enemy, that's USA South. It's always been. So today we're really pumped, we're really hyped, and we're ready to give it all. We're ready to give it all today.
Which of the players you think are going to help you all get through this tough match today?
Well, I think is yesterday we realized that, first of all, 90% of our team is the first time they play 15s rugby. So we realize what things are. But us Mexicans, we're really tough. So that's one thing that's gonna get us all up there. We don't give up. We gave it all. We gave it all in the field.
We are all set for a thrilling final to this clash between USA South and Mexico. The Mexicans are defending champions of this tournament from 2019. Tale of two different teams between yesterday's loss and draw. From this Mexico side, well drilled by head coach Ruben Duque, and that man right there, Varster from the United States, will be eager to get back underway, a smile on his face. He's a player who looks like he's having fun at all times. And also this American side means business. They've got some big bodies especially in the forward pack, and they love throwing this ball around sideline to sideline. What do you think the coaches were saying to the American team at halftime, Kelson?
Well, Brian, from the halftime interview, nothing is going their way, and they're probably just going to tell them to calm down and do what was drilled. But they had no answer for the leadership and the skill of Emilio Sanchez, the captain, who seemed to be doing everything right out there today.
Here we go, second match of day 2 of the 2022 RAN Senior Women's 12s Men's Under 19. High hanging kick swatted back there brilliantly by Sanchez, taken into contact there by Praga. Well, USA quick to respond here, opening the second half by winning a penalty. Mexican players not releasing the ball is the call.
And again,
sorry, Kelson, I just love the audio of hearing the players right on the referee mic saying, what do you want to do? Talking, discussing, do we go for points or do we kick to touch? And they've done the latter.
And I think the tactical choice they've been kicking for the 3 points, just keep biting on the deficit and really just chomping in on that 7-point lead.
Well, I think that was an idea, but they've gone against it. They've tried to kick to the corner, and I think they're going for points here. If they can get this drive going, they've gone back to their original hooker, Charlie Taylor, who was on the mark yesterday, and he's done well. Here are the Americans! They're over the line. Did they get it down?
No, that was hello. No.
And again, that's the number 4 Jensen there, the red bearded Jensen there, reaching for the line, was just a bit short there, but the USA South was ready. As we look at the replay there, smart trick there, just turning forward and going for the line, going for broke there, and even if he was short, there's a big Cruzeiro out wide waiting for the second phase.
Well, Mexico's defense there, their forwards were not organized. Jensvold got that ball directly off the top, came down and smashed his way forward. There was only one forward there right on the mark. They're going to need to be organized off of those line out. So now with one of the new World Rugby laws, we have a goal line dropout. So that's why you see the American players, they have to be back 5 meters, and Sanchez is just going to send this ball downfield as this one lands directly in the hands of Mosi.
And again, Brian, sometimes a kick is only as good as his chase, as Mexico's a bit slow on the run up there.
Smashing forward there is Silkwood. Austin out to Jensvold. He's got players on wrapping around the outside. Good tackle there. Juan Pablo Carrera from Mexico. Here's Austin. Mexico just tackle after tackle are flying up fearlessly against these Americans, but the USA going out through the hands now. Not on the mark, but it's gathered on the far side, tiptoeing near the touchline, but the flag is, nope, it was a knock-on, pardon me, down that far side. So ball now here for Mexico. Love the way that Mexico's flying up and doing double tackles, Kelson.
Well, again, great tactic there by the coach, identifying the big boys, and they need help to pinch the ball of the tackle. So it's great to see that. But again, the number 11 Carvajal is doing wonders out there, just defending his territory in the pitch very well.
Well, this has all the makings of becoming the game of the tournament so far. Early on in the second half, this has just got tons of excitement between these two sides.
Steady.
Hold!
Massive shove there. Tight head prop for Mexico, forced up. Mexico going quick off the penalty.
No. Back then.
So it's a clear strategy, Kelson, that Mexico is just electing to go for a quick tap every single time and not going to the line out.
The ball is offside. You can't go past the ball.
Well, again, Mexico depend on their strong runners so far, and has been successful so far in this game, and they're going to continue until big bump.
Knock on.
Eduardo Ochoa.
Knock.
Wow, the big boy smashing forward. But unfortunately, the ball has been turned over.
Let's
see if we can get a replay of that big hit there. Ochoa from Mexico. Watch this. Just a big body. Boom! Take a seat there, Charlie Taylor.
Coach. Time. Set. Steady.
Here's Austin at the back. Varster. Through the hands here now for USA South. The last man cutting back there. That's Patterson over the 22-meter line now. Austin back inside. Well, Taylor, unfortunate knock on. He got boshed pretty hard just a minute or two ago and spills that ball there. So USA, their own worst enemies right now, Kelson.
And again, in an evenly sided match, mistakes is what makes a difference between both teams here. They're basically matched evenly, and just the basic handling errors and silly penalties are just gifting great possession to the Mexican team.
5. Set. That's fine, start the push, that's fine.
Here's Mexico now, inside their own 22. Here's a break up through the middle there. That's Carrera, finally brought down a couple meters shy of the halfway line.
Must be on your feet.
Have to be on your feet is the call there from Richard Staglin.
And again, great tactic there to run it up the middle. USA was sitting back, waiting for the kick, and instead they ran the play through the hands, and great work for the Mexican team to bring it on the half.
Juan Pablo Carrera has had a great game so far here, that man right there. Here's Mexico. High tackle there, so they've got a free play here. Trying to spin this ball out the back. Just shuffling this ball sideways. No north-south running here, unfortunately, as the touch flag goes up. Coming back to the penalty. You need a bit more north-south running from these Mexicans, just instead of just running sideways and shoveling it towards the touch line. Electing to go quickly right off the bat there is Kevin Torres. Quick tap. Finding one of his forwards, that's Tenorio.
Let it come.
Tackled well
Hold.
by Matthew Arteta.
Roll.
Smashing forward there, Gutierrez.
Hold.
Out the back. Interesting option, going for a little grubber into the midfield. The captain tries to get his hands on it. Oh, it's been swatted back by the Americans. Oh, if that could have been so much better for Mexico. Sanchez just couldn't quite get his hands on it.
And again, Sanchez is everywhere, just the maestro on this team. And again, it was a great idea to dink it over the top. As USA got opportunity to clear their lines and relieve some pressure.
Well, that was a great option, as you said, Kelson. You know, if you can't go through him, can't go over him, might as well go a little grubber right through the middle. Watch this play here. Sanchez just trying to get his hands on it. That ball goes forward there. He would have had it, but it was swatted back there by Matt Gilardi of USA. That could have been another 7-pointer for the captain.
And again, Mexico identifying the no sweep at the back there, and it was a great option. The bounce just didn't go the right way in Mexico's favor.
Take a step. Black. 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 Come closer, thank you.
Good shot there of Miguel Tenorio, pardon me.
Black. Come closer. Closer, gap.
And again, it's anyone's game here, Brian. 7 points of difference. Mexico, the lion's share of the possession so far, and USA need to pull something with the hat right now.
Sneaky play going to the
let it come. Let it come. Hold.
Player at the front.
Hold.
There's Torres. Oh, that ball is spilled. Here's the hands of Keaton McLeavy. Thought about passing it, but just gaining some valuable territory. Look at the leg strength of McLeavy, getting an extra 10 meters. Knock-on advantage here for USA. Smashing forward there, Silkwood.
And again, mistakes just creeping into the game here, Brian. Everyone seems to be tired. The weather is hot, humid, and these guys are getting tired at the moment.
Austin. That ball going to ground off the hands of Anakalia.
Let it put it back.
And again, a bit of dangerous play there, just lifting the player off his feet there. Referee Richard Staglin just saying, let's start this over for the safety of the players.
He never called the offside.
Sorry.
Well, incredibly exciting. We're set to kick off the women's 12s competition immediately after this game is done. We've got the home side, Jamaica, taking on Trinidad and Tobago in that one. We've had nothing but men's under-19 rugby. Over the next 2 days, we've got the women's competition. 6 games today, 6 games tomorrow. Those are 15-minute halves, so 30-minute games. 12s is a bit of an interesting variation in rugby. We've got no flankers and I believe 1 center. So it's going to be a bit interesting to see how that game is played in the return to rugby. Great ball there from Sanchez into the midfield. Here comes Mexico, getting past 1. Does he have the pace to keep going? 2 American players bring him down 5 meters out. That's David Lopez. Here's Mexico on the attack. Going forward there is the scrum half, Kevin Torres. A couple meters shy now. This would be huge for the Mexicans. Gather that ball going forward there, Praga.
Be onside, go on.
Mexico, they're over the line. Do they get it down? It looks to be held up, and it's a try time for Mexico.
Held up.
Held up, I don't believe it.
Held up.
And again there.
You stand on the 5, it's a goal line dropout.
Well, folks, I may have jumped the gun a little bit on that one, but there's a good push there from Leighton, Sebastian Leighton. He gets it and goes down. That is a try, folks. Unfortunately, that is a missed call. I do not like to say that. I don't like to say that when I'm doing commentary, but unfortunately, that is a missed opportunity for Mexico, but that is a try. Spun through the hands. Mexico are back on the attack here. Here's Sanchez, gets past 1, still on his feet.
And again, the Mexico captain doing everything on his own here, trying to recover from that last call.
Quick off the mark there. That's Praga. Advantage offside, so Mexico still back on the attack. Smashing forward there. Eduardo Oxloa, 5 meters shy now. Here's Fernandez. McLeavy has to bring him down. He's over the line once again. Held up again.
And again, Mexico is using the direct route. The direct route is working for them, but they just can't get that final movement to secure those 5 points.
So goal line, you can drop it from anywhere in there.
Another goal line dropout here, so Mexico will once again get possession back. They have to be back 5 meters.
Honestly, you need to get out of the way.
Well, going for an interesting little cheeky kick. We'll see who gets their hands on this ball. Unfortunately, knocked on by Mexico.
And again, crazy tactic, we would say that. It's a big gamble to make such a play 5 meters off your try line, but it kind of worked in their favor. Brown with the score 7 points to 0. It's anyone's game, and a try by any team will change the facet of this game.
Fine. Set. Hold, push, hold.
Ball sent downfield here into touch.
That's fine. That's shoulder to shoulder, that's fine.
Got less than 7 minutes to play here in the second half.
And again, Brian, as I said halftime, they're bitter rivals in this under-19 tournament, and so it's all to play for, not just a trophy, but bragging rights.
Absolutely. Great shot of one of the Mexican players, taping up one of his wrists, giving a message to the broadcast back home. I know there's lots of people watching in Mexico, tuning in, following along on social media as well.
Hold.
Well, trying to go for the same cheeky option, but unfortunately not straight is the call. So USA getting the possession back, and Kelson Well, folks, I've just confirmed what I was thinking earlier is that whoever loses this match will not make it to the finals of this tournament. Let me say that again. Whoever loses this game, USA or Mexico, will not play in the championship final. Because Mexico finished so poorly yesterday, they ended up in the same pool as USA South. Therefore, if the score stays as it is now, USA will not advance to the final of this tournament.
Steady.
And that's big news for these young boys. Their disappointment for they had such a great day yesterday, and they'd want to go all the way to the USA team.
That's fine.
Austin gets that one out. Wrapping up in the tackle there is Gutierrez. Austin, once again, USA are going to look to get this ball out of their half. They've been pinned for the last sort of 6-7 minutes inside their own territory. Knock on is the call.
It came out. It was knocked by black.
And again, the mistakes just creeping into the game here. Both teams are playing super aggressively, and it's very, very hot here. So fitness is going to take a part in the result of this game going forward.
Seconds. Coach. 5. Set. 9.
Well, my apologies, folks. I misspoke just a minute ago. It is not whoever loses this match will not make it to the finals. It's based on their individual pools. So USA finished top of their pool. Give me a moment to just confirm this here, folks.
And again, we see USA South really just rummaging for that, rumbling inches at a time. They're sucking up possession and sucking up time in this encounter.
Leave it block.
USA South Chigozi just keep moving inches and inches, just pushing the Mexican team back at this moment. But good defense by Mexico as Voster pushes it out wide to Trevino. Trevino takes it on, draws and passes. And great work to McClevey. McClevey does great work to step back into touch. Foster calling for a quick ball here. Big bump there by the USA hooker there. Maintaining possession here. Mexico defense is resolute at the moment, keeping USA at bay.
Apologies, folks, we have confirmed. So it's basically, essentially the pool, which is Cayman, Mexico, and United States. Whoever finishes in the top of that pool will advance to the championship final tomorrow. So it's not necessarily based on this result here today, or this game that we're watching right now, but this game does have a massive impact based on who will go to the championship final. So apologies for that, folks. Here's the United States trying to claw back into this game. That's Anakalia. Varster getting into the hands of the big number 8. Mexico have been playing fearlessly for the entire match so far. Can they hold on? Here's Varster, hand defending one, getting over the 22. Another big bone-crunching hit there from Cruzado.
And again, Cruzado is a big unit. It takes multiple guys to get him down. And USA bring it to the fullback there from a Germantown club there. Really great hit at the line there.
Richards into contact. He needs to go to ground, but it's been stolen by Mexico. There's Leighton, has his hands on it, but once again back into the USA. Smashing forward, there's Jensfold. 7 meters shy. This would be massive, folks. Mexico has had all of the possession. Here's Varster on the outside. This will be try time for America. Does he gain an extra couple of meters? He does. That's Jason Trevino. Well, folks, and we have a massive conversion attempt coming. USA now trailing Mexico by 2 points, and this is a very kickable conversion attempt here for Varster as we see the replay. Varster just spinning that ball out.
And again, USA has a mismatch out wide there, and Trevino just easily graces across the line there, giving USA their first try of this game with a kick to come to even it up.
Still have a minute to kick. I'll tell you when it's time to go. On the kick.
And again, a pressure situation here for Worcester. Guarantee need these 2 points to keep USA in this game.
Yep. Good. Great stuff with the on the side. Is it good now?
There will be time for a restart. Great angle of the kick here at the UE Mona Bowl. Here's Varster. Kick is up, and the flags are as well. We have a tie game here, folks. Varster blowing a kiss. I'm not sure if that was to Mexico or to the camera.
We'll have to restart.
Well, USA are fired up. Mexico not even running back up to the halfway line. They look defeated, Kelson. Even though it is a tie game, they've put in a monumental performance here 40 minutes in. But we've got a tie game on our hands. Still time to play. Anyone could win this game.
Well, Brian, they seem a bit defeated as twice they were over the line and was held up. So they believe that this was their game to win. And now a tied game puts them under pressure. Less than a minute, if so much, again, to go in this game.
Yes! I don't want it! Dale, Chancho, tírala, cabrón.
Back underway. Let's see where this one ends up. That ball sailing into the try zone, going off the foot of the American player. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the finale of this game. Controversy, excitement, passion, intensity. This game absolutely had it all. Mexico and the United States South Panthers ending in a 7-0 draw. And a lot of sad faces despite no one finishing with a loss. We'll see how this one plays into the finale of this tournament and who will advance to the championship from this pool. Well, that was an exciting game all around. Up next, we have the first match of the women's 12s competition. Jamaica taking on Trinidad and Tobago. We're all kind of feeling a little stunned after that one. Let's take a look at how this one played out in a 7-7 draw between USA South and Mexico. Well, that man right there, Emilio Sanchez, played a huge role in the entire contest, getting things underway here, kicking inside to the 22-meter line for USA South. Good burst of speed there from Richards, bouncing off tacklers for USA. USA pinned inside their own half. Uncharacteristic knock on there from the outside center, Jason Trevino, giving Mexico the opportunity to find the hands of Emilio Sanchez. Gets past one, smashes over another, but he's finally brought down 2 meters out. Playing with advantage, however, which gave him the opportunity after this ball goes to ground to come back. And watch Sanchez here. He takes on 2 big bodies, spins out of the tackle, does the job, gets it done all by himself. Gets past Gozi Mosi and one other big forward for USA, slotting the extra 2 points, which gives the advantage to Mexico. And here's USA South smashing their way forward. There is Jensvold, but unable to touch that ball down. And here's Mexico back on the attack. Great burst of speed right up the midfield there by Juan Pablo Carrera, finding his man back on the inside. That's Lopez, just 5 meters shy. Back on the other way, just 2 minutes shy of full time. USA clawing their way back, touching that ball down. Trevino, you see the passion from that side. Huge conversion attempt from Varster, and he splits the upright and give a little kiss to the hometown crowd back in USA watching this game, and they're loving it. And this game ends in a 7-7 draw. Heartbreaking for Mexico, who had the lead for the majority of this contest. We're going to send it down to Kelson Vergaro on the sideline with the head coaches of USA and Mexico.
Hi, good day. I'm Kelson Figueroa with the coach here for USA South team. Great comeback today by the USA team.
Yeah, we were very fortunate to come back at the end. Mexico played better rugby overall. We couldn't put phases together. We took turns making mistakes, and just one mistake after another, and we were fortunate to get a tie out of this. So happy that we got that.
Well, again, going forward, you need to top this pool to go for the cup.
That's
what
right.
changes and what tactics are you going to change going to the next
Well,
match?
we got to find out who wants to play rugby. We got to find out who wants to play rugby and who wants to sit on the sidelines or wherever they want to be.
Okay, thanks a lot, man.
All right, thanks.
Smaller.
Okay, we're here with the Mexican coach, and congrats, great improvement from yesterday. What was the difference in the dressing room yesterday compared to the day before?
Thank you very much. The difference, I think, it was to have 2 previous games because we didn't play together before come here. So we had the opportunity to play rugby again, 2 games. We learned from each game. So now we are trying to put in place what we learned from every single game. So I think I'm very proud of the boys. They did everything they have inside.
At the moment that you might have felt undone, 2 tries held up over the try line. You thought this game was yours. How do you motivate the boys going forward?
Just to learn from the mistakes. I mean, we had a possibility to kick the ball and maybe 3 more points. We didn't have that chance, so we need to learn from the mistakes and to keep moving forward, to keep learning from each game. To be here is our reward, so we need to learn from every single game, every single mistake, to be better and better and better.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you.